Hi, my name is Taofik Okoya, and I'm the CEO of Fico Solutions Limited. Fico Solutions Limited is more of like a contract manufacturing company where I found that it was easier and very interesting for me to actually create stuff. Or when I get a brief, you know, sometimes you get some ideas and you're thinking, how do I begin to actually actualize this? So I enjoy the process of conceptualization through to delivery. So that's why I thought, okay, contract manufacturing is something that is so common in Nigeria. So I thought, well, it'll be good because everybody wants to do that. Oh, I've seen that done before. I want exactly that. Or I want to do what this person did. Some people are not open to new ideas. And even when they are, the process of actually achieving it is almost like, okay, we don't know what to do. So that's what I started doing. So for some stores that need certain items locally, I source and produce for them. That's the major thing, my major line of business. And it is really from that conceptualization to delivery that led me to the dolls. The dolls initially was more of it was going to be like a sideline sort of business. It wasn't something that I was going to pay so much attention to. I realized the void in the market of black dolls, and I thought, oh, okay. Because I'm used to actually conceptualization to delivery, I was able to actually research and develop the dolls, and thought, okay, I'll just put them in the market and then go on and continue what I'm doing.
So what changed?
Yes. I got the dolls just before at the final stage, we were meant to come in traditional wear, representing the three major tribes in Nigeria firstly, and we're going to expand the range and all. So I was due to when we got the first set samples in, and I was doing like my market survey and with the kids also trying to find out what they liked about them and everything, because this we're about to go into full production. And I realized that they all didn't like them, the kids. They were like, oh, we don't like, and I thought it was a one-off. So actually when I started asking, and I had the evening wear, for the dolls also, I'm thinking, okay, what about this one? And okay, we prefer this one, oh, we like this one. And I'm like, okay. So I actually had like a quick change just towards the last minute and had them in like evening dresses, but still using that sort of like, mermaid sort of fish tail sort of style, which I knew was also common amongst the ladies here in Nigeria. So the dolls now got in. What's happening generally, how Western values and culture fastly eroding ours. I know that we need to embrace that because it's always good to have a broader knowledge, but not at the total expense of our own culture. So that's why I now started working on the Queens of Africa project. Reading culture has to also be, heightened, because you find out that with all the computer games and the cable TV and all everything, reading is not really that. It's almost like when you say, go and read your book, it's like, huh?
Children Fiesta, okay, for Children's Day, it's going to be on the 27th. 7th of May, Children's Day itself, right? And we're working in conjunction with Silverberry right now. So it's just a day for the children to. It's basically on invite right now, but it's just a day for the children to come and know that they are part of the society. They're a big part of our society. We'll let them know how much they are respected, loved,
And so then they can express themselves, what they hope to be.
To express themselves basically.
In the future.
And then we have the theme for this year is Taking Tomorrow Today. So basically,
Taking tomorrow
today. So the children come dressed up as what they want to be in future.
Oh, cool.
So rather than coming in as Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty, you can come in as a doctor or a lawyer.
Engineer.
So and that's really meant to begin to start something. I mean, from that point, I mean, like, the child can be like, I actually don't like this, I'm not going to be a lawyer. Or another one can be like, oh, actually, I love the doctor's uniform. And then, they start, thinking, oh, you know, I want to be a doctor, because in the process of trying to get, you know, who you want to go as, you probably make inquiries and ask them, what does a lawyer do? What does a doctor do? And you get to know, like, okay, so which one would I want to go as? Okay, I want to go as this, or I want to go as that. You can immediately start telling where the child is leaning towards. You know, although they're rather young to say, oh, I'm going to be a doctor, but at least a seed is implanted that is sown at that point in time.